big burdens coming out for Hope and Kyle here. These are the guys who are going to be really starting the fights, making sure that some of these targets are locked down, and when you put a lot of that on your AD carry.
Early on, he is going for a bit of a modified clear, giving himself an option onto either of his solo lanes. Seeing that battle for level 2 go on here between our two bottom lanes.
So NIP are going to win that battle, as Kyle is going to be the one engaged on, but Fluid's Legend do end up hitting level 2. A fourth shot goes down as well as a roof, but he still wants in. The cleanse gets used, has to flash away, but going to follow him up as Hope, and the fourth shot lands. It's first blood going over Anyone's Legend, and now they're going to look for PP God next. He's got nowhere to go, as Hope will finish him off with a fourth shot too.
Let's go. All right. Well, when we talked about for NIP, this bottom lane maybe trying to get some action done. Yeah.
All right. It's time to rip it. You really have nothing to lose here. Things have already gone bad. The engage is on. Tarzan lagging behind. BB God's forced to flash away. Aki takes big damage on the church. Now the knockup goes
Leaf
on
is
the
dead.
Leaf, who's got no summoners. I mean, this is just a disaster right now. Flaundra's going to flash after Aki. What the hell's going on, Alk Battery? Anyone's Legend are just crushing NIP.
Yeah, like, PP God is level 2 still. He walks up, tanks the turret. He can only tank 2 autos, and they don't even have enough damage. Flaundra getting the scrap shield does enough. He ends up living. That's another 2 kills going over to Anyone's Legend, and hell, they are the expected favorites, but...
Oh, Kyle?
Oh my god.
Kyle is dead. What the... Okay.
All right,
You know,
gotta give a
at
freebie.
first-
Gotta give a freebie, but
Yeah, you know,
still,
they're back
this
in the game. They're feeling good.
Using the flash and the ultimate, obviously not great. They're going to try and see if they can make this die, but the minion wave, not great. Deadly Flourish is down.
Yeah, he's cooked. No shot. Fourth shot coming through. Hope is now 3-0. And these ninjas are in footy pajamas, man, because every move they make, they're just slipping. They're looking to make NIP into ghosts. Kyle coming through as well as Tarzan. They're pinching a solo kill, who is quite low. First couple of minions are going to go down. Flash forward with the taunt as well. Pantheon Ultimate coming through too. They managed to make it a 1-for-1 for right now, but then set their sights on Aki, who is going to do well to try to protect himself, but he manages to get rooted.
Right now we're seeing an NIP. I'm just surprised there was no Galio ultimate. As soon as the Deadly Flourish is used and there's no minion wave there, that should be, you know, Galio trying to escort himself way back out of the mid lane, the top side here.
Okay, they're going to try to make a quick play onto Aki here. He gets knocked up and he will go down, but Galio coming through with a big 3-man taunt as well. Good damage. And the perfect execution from Doinby getting that kill. Tarzan getting a little low, but Hope is still relatively healthy. He'll get hooked up, and they swat Doinby down. Tarzan looking to walk out, but Leave is in the area. Solo kill will take that one for himself. Gotta feel bad if you're Leave. You know, that maybe is just a communication diff, right? Leave saying, hey, don't kill that guy. I got him, but did not have him. Tarzan is going to clean up the rest of the grubs here as they were left behind for a little bit, but he's going to make sure that his favorite camp is secured.
They always have priority. They can even move the Jhin around, especially with this Youmuu's build that we've been seeing recently.
PP got us in a lot of trouble. Aki is coming through, trying to keep them away. They're going to land the hook on Kyle, and Kyle going to go down to Leave here. Comes on from Solo as well. They're on to Tarzan as NIP make a nice team play there to grab a couple of kills.
Yeah, that's exactly. You can kind of see that AL were a little afraid. They're like, okay, we know Aki is here. We know that Leave is sitting in mid. Is this fight on PP God real? And it doesn't even have the Galio heroic entrance. So Solo Kill's able to walk on through. They did get the teleport out from Doinby, but I think considering the fact that you're able to at least pick up 2 kills, as well as the first dragon of the game, finally we're getting some semblance of a game from NIP. It's not just going to be an all-out slaughter from Anyone's Legend. The game for them is push, try to find any kind of advantage, try to find a team fight. I think that's also why we see Aki and PP God constantly together in this game.
Oh, they're going to walk right into this, but guess what? The Galio coming in to try to save the day. Taunt lands on the backside. There's Doinby too, but Flaundra rolls out the red carpet for them as they start to burn away. The health bars are low, but it's so hard to take them down. Leave can't grab a kill. Rook goes down on the Nautilus.
No,
now
Leave.
Shanks gets on top of Leave. And just like that, okay, at least NIP get one on the back half, but Aki's going to get burned alive too. That is a 4-for-1 in favor of Anyone's Legend. And they're both out. We've put at least a little bit more gold in his pocket. Could have changed the complexion of the fight, I don't think so, but certainly would have felt a little bit better as the Rift Herald gets taken by Anyone's Legend up on the top side. in exchange for the turret.
Early swap, but now with 3 grubs, you're letting an Azir get to level 13, get closer and closer to what looks to be a Rift Maker here, second item from him. He's going to have so much HP already with the Leandries on top of that, so he's just getting more gold. I really feel NIP should not be trying to contest this, but I can see that there's a little bit of trepidation there. Doinb is now waiting with teleport. He is coming on through with a massive flank, as well as his Pantheon ult.
All right, we're going to go all the way in. Taunt coming down, but Hope is free hitting right now. Aki is going to fall. Doinb on the backside, going in on a Flandre, but pushed away by Shanks. He's in and gets a kill, but won't be able to take down Shanks as he falls. Meanwhile, on the other side of the fight, Hope is going to open up this curtain call as NIP have a couple of numbers, but the snipe by Hope. Leave with a sidestep, trying desperately to get away from Hope, and he will be able to. And when the dust settles off battery, it ends up being a 4-for-4.
Yeah, and even the mid-wave here, AL getting small margins in this fight. I'll be honest, I have not been impressed with Leave on Varus. His spells, accuracy when it comes to throwing out the Varus spells. You're missing a ton of summoner spells. You're missing a lot of those big teamfight ultimates that we wanted to see from ninjas and Pyjamas.
Okay, well, Leave might be called out here as Tarzan is just going to run him down. Kyle gets credit for the kill as they're ready for this dragon fight. It's secured by NIP, but a nice equalizer coming out from Flandre. Even if the team can't save him, he'll be damn sure that they can avenge him as PP God goes down next. Doinb caught up against the wall and he falls. Solo kill, finding it hard to try to get away from these guys as Kyle is going to stun him. Tarzan's going to go in and they will dive this turret because they don't have enough damage to do a damn thing to anyone's legend. A 4-for-1 for AL.
Starting this up. But Doinb doesn't have teleport. He is on the other side of the map right now.
He is sprinting his way up. We'll see if he's able to get there by the time the fight actually breaks out. That answer is a no, as Kyle's going to get engaged on first change to corrupt. Shanks on the backside serves him up, and now they're going to turn on to Aki here, who gets knocked up, and he is caught between a rock and a hard place. Solo kill goes in, and he put himself on the wrong side of the wall, but hey, maybe him and Doinb can make some magic happen. Doinb initially getting knocked away and getting knocked up and going down. The perfect execution. He's the one who gets executed, and that is an ace for anyone's legend.
Team composition, just a massive production from all 5 of these players here. I feel like Kyle and Tarzan were able to really be that duo that runs around the map, gets information, puts down wards, and is also able to just snap engage on the opponents. And
they tried the turret dive, and it went even worse for them. That's when you knew it was going to be impossible, and now anyone's legend to put the cherry on top. Tarzan has gone a little too far in. However, he is doing a great job to survive as Hope will show up. That equalizer goes down. Tarzan finally falls, but the health bars are just so damn low. And guess who joins the fight? It's Shanks to grab a double for himself. Hope will get the last kill here. It is another ace for anyone's legend. 31 kills in 22 minutes. They're just having a ball out here.
I want to thank you, AL. Please just make this game quick, because we have seen them lose against the most random teams of all time. They lose a series to FPX, 2-1 in favor of FPX. They lose a series to JDG, who still looks like they're on a bit of a wobbly kind of start to their, or back end of their season. A series up against Weiba that looks dominant. They lose to BLG.
Former glory, and at the end of the year, maybe we're just like, hey, you remember when Doinb got player of the split, when he got the MVP for split 1. You remember when NIP was a team that
2 series versus each of the Group of 10 teams has really, I think, leveled up all of these 10 teams, and hopefully it kind of means that, some of those bottom end teams that we were looking like FPX and WE are actually making really confident strides here in the regular season. 11-0, 3.5 items, Jin. Please, if we can't take Baron, this is already very good. Right. Doinb's getting engaged upon, but he should be out with perfect execution. Teleport from behind.
Yep, here we go. Curtain call coming out, and down goes Doinb, but here comes the Galio. Big double knockup. Shanks has gone golden. He's going to be able to flash away from the taunt. Kyle will fall, but here comes Flandre on the side with that equalizer, cooking him up. Solo kill dodging out on the roof of Flandre, and Shanks want more. They're going to look to chase him down. Double taunt from Solo kill. He'll be able to at least walk back into his base, but there's not going to be much to walk back to.
Expect from our second place team. AL probably not going to be able to get first, as Leave, you just used both of your summoners, buddy. Sorry, man, you're just going to die. 35-17. Like, I'm looking at the series score. You can see for AL, it's 11-4. For top esports, 13-2. Dude, like, look at them. Both of my carries are 4 and 0 right, or 4 items I should say. And then there's a completed Zonius here for Shanks. Hope even has a completed Mauve Malmortius. This guy literally is going to take no damage from NIP. And hell, Lee finally hit 3 items, but I'm playing against a crit marksman. I'm so afraid. I'm down 5,000 gold to Hope.
Just a little bit of damage put down onto Kyle and paid off in spades back at PP God as 2 inhibitors have fallen. As the minions will pour into the base, these Baron up minions going to be very hard for NIP to actually clear out. Tarzan's going to flash forward, not going to get much there. Doinby going to try to make it to the back line there. He gets knocked up. He's still going hard for Hope there, but Kyle will save his carry. Meanwhile, on the other side, Flandra cooking up solo kill. It's going to be Shanks who gets the credit for those. On the backside, Aki falls, and game 1 goes to anyone's legend.
Oh, hell yeah, it goes to AL. 40 to 17, almost 18,000 gold lead. We take those. I'm really proud of the AL boys. Made that game look very easy from start to finish. My issue is kind of like we were talking about and starting to get towards, which was this is a team for NIP that are so focused on trying to fight that I think while giving solo kill agency in a side lane, I just don't know if it's going to matter when we're talking about a team that is really trying to play team fights.
You know, that teleport, as you mentioned, that big investment, I mean, it's just better served to go mid lane at that point. I think everything was going to be A-okay no matter what. That might not be okay. Our Shanks, he is forced to flash away, but he will be able to survive.
Okay, but pretty good chunk coming in from Leave and the rest of NIP. We're going to try and stop Aki here. That
was nice to stop Aki's Q. He was already forced to flash. Now they're going to chase him down. Going to knock him back over with the seismic shove, and Tarzan gets first blood.
Flash, you don't have the ultimate, so... Oh, well, let's just try to rip it here. So it's going to be a trade of the objectives. I still think that giving 3 grubs over to AL is a little risky, but as we've seen with almost every team that gets Yorick, you're almost never able to get priority unless you're forcibly making it for your team here. And now we'll kind of start to see Aki get some of his camps back, but still going to be an advantage going over to Tarzan.
Yeah, once he gets there, it's going to be so hard for NIP to actually take him down because they have such a lack of damage, and here we go, looking for a little bit of a fight here. PP got forced to flash away, but Tarzan is chasing after him. PP God's Pop Blossom going to land the knockup, but Leave hopped over the wall, and now he's stuck. He had to use his ultimate. Now he's got to burn his flash. We'll then be able to hop away once more, but a big error there for
Let's get a move on.
Doom before Tarzan takes him away from you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, Dragon spawns in 40 seconds here. Maybe there's a play, but like they're wasting so much time, and now Aki shows.
Oh, goodness. PP God's just dying on the side. Now we're going to get a full engage onto Shanks here, but he flashes away and he finds the kill, and now Kyle is going to peel Aki off him. The charm going to come out too, but Shanks, he's running
Aki's
out of
dead.
range. He finds a double kill. Doinby actually can't take him down, and Shanks is able to make out like a bandit. What a play by anyone's legend, and NIP caught napping.
What is Aki doing? He just wasted so much time. Now it's going to be AL.
They'll be doing so soon, I'd imagine, with the way they're getting strong. Shanks picking up those 2 kills. Bullet time landing flush onto Leave because he had no jump. Dragon going to be secured for Tarzan here.
I think they've also just been so snappy with their engages. And now 3 grubs, Herald as well. Very little push on the bottom side here from solo kill. NIP need to find something early here. Otherwise, I think this game just becomes untenable. Again, they still have some scaling. 3-item Tristana is going to be a beast. Toynbee's going to catch mid-wave. Tristana and the rest of the gang are going to move up into Scion and try to do something.
All right, they're going to walk over this pink ward, so Flandra is very aware that they are there. Will shout cowards as he runs away. Meanwhile, Leave and solo kill. They split the gold on this turret. Going to see Rift Herald get dropped in the mid lane as the bot lane turret goes over to Shanks. So anyone's legend will go from having 0 towers to 2 in the blink of an eye. Maybe look for a second crash as well, as Doinby is the only one here.
Shanks is looking. He's going to send the wall over. It's just going to be them taking another turret here. And they can still move over to the Dragon. So AL say anything you could do, I could do better here.
Dragon started up for anyone's legend as they look to cap off their 3 turret play. With that, about a 3,000 gold lead, give or take. IP not able to get much on the other side, but showed the power of their comp when it comes to turret destruction. With solo kill and Leave taking out that top one, despite the fact that it looks like it's still standing.
I really at least been able to slow down their bad plays and getting picked out. So makes it very easy for an NIP to kind of scale and slowly take part in this game. Finally, we're going to be seeing a turret here for solo kill. It's going to be the Otacon started. It's going to be Sion ulting just to make sure he's here. Solo kill does have teleport. How much more, and can NIP contest?
4,000. It's getting lower as the Weaver's Wall comes in to try to split the gap here. 2,000, 1,000. And it goes over to anyone's Legend without any contest.
I feel like if we were just posturing there and mostly just trying to make sure that solo kill gets this would have been fine.
Wait.
Solo kill actually can find this.
Oh no! Shanks! Shanks is in trouble. He's going to get the shield coming out from... Teams are ready for a good old fight. Aki has started the dragon. He's currently on vision right now. The dragon is
Shanks will be late. Shanks will be late. It'll be him taking control of the mid wave, and we need to see how AL actually take control of space and set up Hope, because a lot of these bullet times have just been him walking up and just, just straight up ulting onto one target here. He's getting leashed.
Weaver's Wall coming through. Leave is going to be cut off for right now. It's Aki and it's Doinby onto this dragon. It's secured by Tarzan, and Kyle is going to flash forward, is going to knock up Doinby, but Kyle's got to get out of there, and he's going to go down. PB God going to look to buy some space. Does find the Pop Blossom, but ends up going down. Meanwhile, Leave trying to hop onto Flandra there. Solo kill, and his ghouls are going to chase him down. He's stuck in the cage, and he's not doing just fine. His health bar is whittling down, but here comes Tarzan with the knockups coming through with the bullet time. Doinby's gone golden, but he's getting ripped apart. They managed to find Tarzan as Flandra's dead body is trying to find Doinby. Meanwhile, Shanks and Hope getting very low. Flash forward, a solo kill is looking to finish him off with the Maiden, with the ghouls, with the double kill. Big play from Solo Kill. Egg timer has gone off. Anyone's Legend were not prepared. And the Baron will go the way of NIP. Slow and steady may win the race here in this one, Alk Battery. As I don't even know if this Chemtech sold.
Beast. Little bit of ways from that really strong laner that we had saw in years past. Weaver's Wall's going to come in.
Okay,
I don't know what Shanks is doing here.
Shanks is completely alone. He is going to go golden. Maybe some Hope here to make things a little bit easier. Speaking of Hope, his ultimate not able to actually land. Shanks getting very low. The shields is no longer alive, so be alive for now, but not great coming out from anyone's Legend to Solo Kill. Up on the top side, doing his thing.
You can see how hard it is for Kyle to actually find any kind of play. Anytime he wants to go into the quickness or the Grand Entrance, Leave just hits him with a Buster Shot. And that right there, oh no, Leave!
Oh, Leave, big mistake here, but Hope went back in and ends up dying, and it ends up being a 1-for-1. Teleport coming in from Flandra, as anyone's Legend know that they do not have a whole lot of opportunities, and they're going to try to use him here. Doinby trying to walk away. Victor, ever since he embraced the Arcane, able to walk away a little bit easier. Now looking for a turnaround as Kyle going to hop back over to Shanks. Aki maybe looking for a way in, is going to go over the wall. Doinby up in the face. Is going to go golden. Bit of a mispositioning here. Getting a lot of good damage in as Solo Kill is alone with Shanks. Shanks has nowhere to go. The knockup is there, but it doesn't matter. He's going to fall. They do find Doinby on the other side. Kyle trying to slide away as Solo Kill is wreaking absolute havoc. Tarzan caught on the wrong side of the tracks. He's got to try to contend with Aki for right now, and he's trying to get closer. Knockup, not there for Kyle. He gets absolutely stuffed. The taunt onto Solo Kill, but it doesn't matter. The Maiden did so much work, and now the minions there too. Flandra forced to flash away to get out of jail, and somehow, someway, Kyle able to sneak out the back, but it's another fight win for NIP.
NIP in the early game. AL did not advance the game in a more meaningful amount, and so now they're going to have to come to bear, come to reckon with the fact that NIP are going to outrange them, outdamage them, and potentially outdo them here in game number 2. This should open up a window. Part of the reason that it's been so hard is Kyle has not really been able to find a fight. They're going to make a pick on a Solo Kill. They're giving up Baron for this, though.
That's a big ass. Solo Kill going to heal up quite a bit. Shanks is going to throw as many rocks as he can, but guess what? Your shield is starting to go down. The minions, the Maiden, doing a whole lot. You need to kill him. You finally do. The Maiden will bleed out. It means that Shanks will be able to escape, but as you said, that Baron will go over to the side of NIP. Well, Flandra is going to drop his ultimate down, trying to go after somebody here, but the Baron Empowered recalls mean Elder to come up, right? And that means that, hey, maybe you can stake the game on an Elder flip. Might be staking the game on a PP God pick here. Shanks is going to go all the way in. Shanks is going to have to go golden. There goes the Pop Blossom. PP God going to do the same. Aki gets into the back line right on top of Hope. Health bars are getting low. Doinby's Arcane Storm looking to rip him apart. Flandre trying to join the fight, but he just can't. Hope in the face of everyone, but Hope gets extinguished as Kyle with the bomb on top of his head will die. Leave will hop over again, looking for more. Tarzan just an auto attack away from popping that GA, but he continues to rifle away as the rest of his team will bring in this Baron up wave Ulk battery. 2 members down on anyone's legend. It is a 5v3 as NIP looking for the death push.
They've got the Maiden as well with this Baron. How much more can NIP go for? It's this top side of anyone's legend is going to try and make the defense of a lifetime here. NIP, they're going to be dissuaded. It took a single mini wave. They said, okay, never mind. You put too much of a fight. We're out. We're going to leave fighting for every single chance here to win this game. Again, NIP 9th right now in the standings. Game wins for them don't matter as much. Solo kill is just so deadly ever since he hit 2 and 3 items, and no one from AL have really been able to deal with him all game long. Finally, the top tier 1 does fall. It's going to be the teleport coming in from Flandre.
Who's going to show up for anyone's legend? Nobody has so far. Meanwhile, the Baron has been eviscerated by NIP. So again, it's going to be a Baron for solo kill trade here. The question is, are you actually going to be able to get him? Because guess what? He's got a Thornmail. He is tough to kill for anyone's legend, and right now they are damn near exsanguinated. As NIP looking to finish them off, but anyone's legend looking to force the fight. The Pop Blossom comes through. Doinby's Arcane Storm doing a lot of damage, but guess what? He's on the wrong side. He's going golden, but here comes Aki trying to get a priority targets. Hope going to get a good ultimate off, but I don't think it's enough. Aki's starting to get very low, and the Guardian Angel will get popped.
But look at Leave.
He's full HP. He's got a Guardian Angel. He's got a gun, and he's ready to use it, although ends up being a fight win so far for the side of anyone's legend. They go 2 for 1. But the question is, can you keep it up? Leave is still so damn healthy right now. Flandre will be able to knock him up and out. Leave is going to hop over the wall. Leave is forced to flash away, but he manages to find Kyle anyway, and now he's looking for more. Flandre, it doesn't matter how much health you have. Leave has the weaponry. Tarzan going to be forced into the GA. Leave with another nice sidestep here, and now he wants Shanks, but he gets interrupted on the hop, and now he's forced into his GA. Solo kill, still so damn tanky, and Shanks is dead. A nice Flandre ultimate, but the Buster shot will keep Leave and PP God alive for right now as the base is in tatters. The minions are pouring in. They do find Leave, but solo kill trying to do the most right now. The ghouls are chasing down Tarzan all the way to the fountain.
Count right now. It's going to be a 4v5 teleport advantage for Shanks in 10 seconds, and Leave is not going to be here at all.
Doinby knows Zonia is either for at least a couple of moments. See how this fight progresses. They want to go in. Knockup is there onto Doinby. They don't really have the damage. Here comes the teleport. PP God's Pop Blossom lands onto 2, and that means Kyle is going to die. Hope is caught in the cage and goes down, but there's the ultimate from Tarzan. Good damage, solo kill, trying to sustain himself through, but he falls too. But look at the base Ulk battery. Look at the base. The minions are pouring in. You can see the pings on it. Anyone's legend can't take this dragon. Shanks has to go all the way back. The first Nexus turret is going to fall. The second Nexus turret still on half HP. Relatively healthy. Tarzan wants to get in. He does have the smite available. 5,000 HP, 4,000
Buster
HP.
shots coming up.
He's going to slide into the pit. He's going to go for it. He's going to secure the soul, but he is going to give his soul for it. And now Flandre caught in a 3v1, trying to use his ultimate, but he's blocked by Doinby. Can't find the knockup on anybody. His Leave is just rifling away with auto attacks, going and going and going and going and going as Doinby and PP God continue to keep Flandre locked down, and he will finally fall. There are no Nexus turrets left standing. Here comes Aki showing up to the party. Solo kill is in tow. Weaver's Wall coming in just to try to buy time. Tarzan is up. Flandre in 15, but remember there are no Nexus turrets left standing. Doinby, Aki, Leave, solo kill, the entire squad. PP God now bringing up the rear as Shanks is down to half HP, and the chunks onto the Nexus turrets. We are going to game 3. NIP get the job done. Force the Karma into the bottom side, but instead they do retain the flex. They're going to give Karma over to Doinby, which definitely feels a little bit more like a Doinby champion.
But he's going to get spotted by all of his vision. So Aki has a chance to be able to steal a few more jungle camps away. And the wave, not quite there yet. All right, Leave PP God, I believe.
All right, they're looking to make the play this time. Tarzan ready and raring to go. They're trying to find a way onto PP God here, and they do. It's going to be first blood going over to Hope.
Pretty. Oh, Doinby gets
Dude,
canceled.
Kyle.
I don't think it's going to matter all that much. Might be an extra wave that Doinby's actually going to be missing out on this bottom side, as this is going to be the trade of objectives with AL at least pushing a lot of their pressure on top side. They haven't actually started the grubs. Okay, Aki, we don't do enough damage, brother. If we had Art Steal, maybe. We've got double Giant's Belt. Let's reel it back in. It's belt overflow if you're a TFT player. But we get to see a bit of trading. What happened in mid is really just Shanks trading ultimates with enemy AD carry. I think not too much to really write home about. But I really wanted to talk about that play onto PP God, because if he doesn't land the fire kick onto Tarzan, I think he gets stunned for the entire duration, and then he's just dead. So I think that NIP have gotten better of the trade.
It's shades of game 2, right?
Yes.
Where Anyone's Legend had this early lead and really weren't able to do anything with it. Now, they do have a chance to right their wrongs. They're going to try to pull the trigger here onto Aki, who gets bursted out, knocked up, and falls. Here comes the hostile takeover. This is going to land on the PP God, but not going to do a whole lot more than that. Teleports coming in and going out as Flandra will leave. Doinby is here to join the party. Tarzan trying to take him away, but solo kills on the backside. Trying to deal with the Shank. He's forced to flash away. Tarzan in the front line taking a lot of damage himself as they go back on this dragon. 3,000 HP, and Tarzan is getting lower, but they're trying to do what they can to keep people away. Solo kill in the back, and the dragon goes over to AL as Leave is low. Big damage coming through, and PP God trying to slip out the back, and he has to run away. Doinby doesn't really have a lot of blinking health bars here for Anyone's Legend, but no one who can come up clutch for the kills as Flandra gets the turret on the top side.
Really great play coming in from AL.
Turret that falls could spill more gold into the pockets of Anyone's Legend, could really put NIP out of the game. Anyone's Legend doing well to right their wrongs of game 2, 15.5 minutes into this game. Anyone's Legend certainly looking to put more action here as Leave gets chunked out so hard. Finally seeing Flandra move around toward the team here, get good damage in. This turret is quite low. Anyone's Legend should be able to pick this one up without an issue. Shanks over on the side as NIP can do nothing but watch the structure fall.
Leave taking 60% of his HP there, even through the Melio shields. That has got to hurt there.
And, as you mentioned, BLG really rising. Still not sure if they're in the honeymoon period with Beishuan, but that team is incredibly strong. So is Flandra, up about 2,000 gold. Flash away and sidestep the Sejuani ultimate. They put so much pressure on him.
Higher map for this, and what for a single top lane turret with objective bounties? I'm sure they changed objective bounties. They made them a lot richer to try to grab, but I think this is a miserable play
It's gonna take
for
forever
NIP.
to get it.
Yeah, and they're still not able to grab anything. That's more damage on the mid inhibitor. AL are going to push for a second tier 2.
They lost so much. This was horrific, Alk Battery. I mean, congratulations. You got it. You got the bounty, but now you're down near 6,000 gold. Not an equitable play.
3 is the big magic number. Infinity Edge for Leave is kind of that big breaking point. Kind of how we saw them win some of those games up against BLG and Top Esports a couple days ago.
Series. NIP on the way. We have a back from solo kill, which means he should be ready to teleport in. Otacon down to about 6,000 HP. Aki
But look at Lucian and Melio. They're nowhere nearby.
Yeah, not even close. It gets you punted out. Aki, not even close. Otacon secured. And Anyone's Legend getting all the objectives. Have to rely on someone on NIP mispositioning, right? Tarzan's going to have to go make a play. Kyle's going to have to hit another really nice handshake. Going to trade turrets. Bottom tier 1 for top tier 2 split by Hope and Flandra. Flandra's lead has shrunk a little bit, but not enough to really make any large dent. Everybody else on the side of Anyone's Legend with a fairly solid lead.
Some of that bot lane wave, but Doinby's like, hey, come on, I need some of this.
No, you don't, Doinby. You got 2 items. You got your Oblivion Orb. You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah. Yep, you should have gotten plates in mid lane when you were playing the range and the melee matchup.
Yeah,
so.
and guess what? You didn't. Now, but remember, you do have the Callista skewering up this Baron. It's going to be really difficult for NIP to try to take this one away.
Can he steal it?
All right, Aki, he's going to go for it. Didn't have a hope or a prayer. Shanks looking to maybe get in there, but NIP are going to be able to walk away. So Anyone's Legend, the Baron is theirs, but they get nothing else.
Oh, spawning in minute and a half for AL.
Very worrisome for NIP, and AL will finally break the siege of NIP's base. 25 seconds until this dragon is up. You have a little bit of heal cut in the form of Doyenby and Aki if they decide to hit him.
Oh.
Leave chunked to have HP. Tarzan finds Leave, and the ghost of Leave pass could be problematic. His positioning's been poor. He hops over the wall.
Oh my God, Leave!
Finds Zeri moment. Leave is still alive. Shanks off to the side. Leave is forced out. Shanks wants in. Doyenby trying to keep them away as the health bars start getting lower and lower. Another big Q coming through, and AL have to lick their wounds, but they head toward that dragon.
Yeah, Tarzan's still alive. Flandra's full HP. Doimi's gonna have to teleport. Leave's gonna be nowhere near this. And can Aki finally smite steal versus Tarzan?
He's got to be the hero. He's got no flash.
That's it!
But guess what? This dragon gets melted.
Being started. Aki has smite. He has no flash. It'd be a one-way trip for him.
It's going to be so hard against the Rend as well, but he's not going to even try it. They said we can deal with the siege once, we can deal with the siege again.
Leave takes another third of his HP from a single
like
shock
this.
blast. AL,
Finally.
they're going to force themselves in. They get the inhibitor now. A minute and a half before Elder. I cannot believe third game of the series.
Here we go. Elder's been started. It's going to be a tough steal, remember, because of Kalista. Aki needs to do something he hasn't been able to do before. He goes all the way in. He's taken low. Two people are put it out of the fight. And Leave is alone. Pops the ultimate, but it has to dodge out and ends up getting hit with the hostile takeover. 2 kills go over to Hope. And the final hope of NIP may have been extinguished as the Elder Dragon will be secured. Shanks is running at Doyenby and pops him. Leave has to get over the wall, and they find PP God, and Leave is the only one standing. He's gonna need a classic miracle to make it happen. He's against the wall. He hops over. They're chasing him out of the base. Flandra, Shanks, Hope, take him down, and anyone's legend put the game away.
Tarzan's Poppy finally comes on through, knocks multiple members of NIP away, and is going to close out this series, silencing the fans in Shenzhen.
NIP, they hung around, they hung around, they hung around, and this time anyone's legend were able to hit him with a knockout blow.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.